pay to play. I don't know what I'm gonna name this, but definitely something to do with they tried to pimp me out. I mean, that's just about what happened. Hold up, I was definitely supposed to tell a story yesterday. I done got, but that is happening.
You're my son when you shine through and take my heart away from all this in my mind do. I love the fact that being fine.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chit Chat with Brit Brat. I am Brit Brat, and of course you're gonna chat. What's up, y'all? I know I'm looking a little different. Y'all see the hair, y'all see the hair. But we're gonna get straight into it because this is gonna be a really, really juicy story time. Definitely some seriousness in the story time. First things first, I just wanna say hi guys. I missed y'all. I feel like I haven't been here in a minute. Vlogs, y'all know of course, but this is definitely a story time channel. So we gotta make sure that we always come back to that. This story time is a bit serious, but this gonna be the story time. They tried to pimp me out. I mean, that's just about what happened. And me being so gullible, me being so naive, I was about to get for the okie doke. So let's just get straight into it. First things first, watch the company that you keep. This person was somewhat fake family, not even family, because I don't even want to say that. Definitely wasn't my family, that's one. Background of the situation, I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus, and if I'm ever asked who this person was, I would never tell. It happened, I'm over it, I'm older, I'm grown, it is what it is. This was many moons ago. I was a kid. I probably wasn't like a baby, obviously, but I was able to travel and do things on my own, but I was still a child. I probably didn't even tell my mom for real where I went this night, so I couldn't even make this a big thing if I didn't, because you know, a whole bunch of other stuff would have came out. But the people involved, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure God got you because he don't play about me, just saying. We kind of grew up together, whatever. She had a child young. So sometimes when we would hang, you know, of course it was her child, whatever. So sometimes I would go over there, and we would just hang out because we used to hang out as kids or whatever. So, you know, she has a kid, and something about me and kids, you know, all the kids love me, the kiddies love me. You know, one day she calls me and she's like, hey, Bri, you wanna make some money, da-da-da. So I'm thinking, you know, we're young, but make some money. I'm thinking, watch the kid. We never really went in specifics, and that's definitely, like I said, I was naive in the situation on my half. What am I doing? What am I doing to get the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the background of the situation? Also, the young lady, she was also into girls, so she was the femme and her girls were like the guy version. I don't want to use a derogatory term, please don't come for me, I don't really know, but the girl was the manly version of the man for the boom. So anyway, she calls me over like, hey bro, you want to da-da-da, and I, you know, make some money. So I'm like, I probably must have asked her, but she basically insinuated along the way something about watching the kid. That's pretty much it. We never really, but like I said, I should have went in detail because it's not even like we live in the same borough. So if I'm doing all this traveling, what am I doing, right? Cool. So over time, well, I'm seeing a whole person get dressed, right? I'm sorry. So over time, I'm at work, mind you. I went over there. It definitely was like still sun out. It wasn't like no crazy moving around. And like I said, I probably didn't even tell my mom that I was going. Okay, I just remember being there because this was so long ago. Like, you know how when something traumatizes you, you put it so far in the back of your head? I remember being there. And I remember thinking like, oh, like, are they getting dressed to leave? Like, when am I supposed to watch the kid? Because I really think she insinuated the fact that I was watching her kid. She never, they go in the room, they're like, whatever. Then I realized it's getting later and later and nobody's leaving. But we had already discussed that I probably was going to spend the night and then leave first thing in the morning, whatever the case. So it wasn't like a big thing. Anywho, some time goes now and I get this knock at the door. And she's like, Britt, can you get that? So I'm a little stuck on how you have me answering your door. But I go to the door and to my surprise, there's another family friend. Now this family friend, he is not directly linked to, he's like one of my older people's. Sometimes he comes to a barbecue or two, but he's not like a family friend how homegirl is a family friend. But I know him of him, whatever. I went to school with my older people, so you know, whatever. Anyway, when he sees me, he has this instant look of embarrassment, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, like, not like, what's up, bro? Because it's not my people's like that, but it's like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, shocking to see you. But in the same breath, why are you looking so embarrassed? So he comes in. So at first I'm a little stuck, whatever. So he comes in. I'm thinking people's know each other. I don't know. Gullible and naive. He sits down, whatever. So it's kind of awkward at first because I'm thinking they're gonna come from the back to come greet the person who just came knocking at their door. So he's like, yo, you know why I'm here, right? And I'm a little stuck, and I'm like, no, why you here? Thinking it's top secret the way he's talking. So he then explains to me, y'all, and hear me when I say the embarrassment, the flushness. And I'm gonna tell you, growing up as a kid, I was never the rah-rah get crazy type. I mean, if you push me there, for sure. And this probably should have been a situation like that, but I was fake embarrassed that I didn't even know how to grasp myself. So boom, he's like, so you wasn't just on a chat line, like on a hotline or whatever? I was like, me? And he was like, yeah, you wasn't just, and I was just like, no. On the hotline doing what? So like he's talking whispering, so I'm kind of match his whisper level. I'm like, on the hotline doing what? Like what? So he's like, there's something on the hotline saying that basically they were on the hotline looking for guys to come and like pay to play. Now back then I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was words that you put together. You're paying for playing. I didn't even know. This is how naive and young I was. So I'm like, that wasn't me. And then they're like, well, so he told me, he was like, well, I be fake coming to these things or whatever. And so the embarrassment, the flushness, the anger, I'm a Pisces, I'm sorry, y'all. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and you can see my emotions when shit about to go off. So he sees me about to get like whatever, and he's like, look, I don't suggest that. Tells me straight up. Now I'm being so serious, y'all. I don't suggest that. I've seen them beat up girls here before and women here before, so don't get crazy. He hurries up, he writes down his number. He's like, look, I'm gonna be outside for a few, I'm gonna be around the way for a few. Call me when you're trying to be out if they don't let you leave. I don't even know what situation I just got myself into. What you mean they're not gonna let me leave? So you mean I can't just pick my stuff up and be out? What do you mean? So he's like, I don't know, but I'm out. And he was like, he kept saying he was sorry. Like basically, and before he leaves, he's like, don't tell blank the people connected to the family. And I'm like, I'm not, but you better not tell. Like if you tell me, you don't tell, because how I'm gonna get out this situation. This situation, like I said, I'm young, but I'm not like 5'6". I definitely was fake having like boobs and stuff at the time, whatever. And you know me, I've always been attracted to like older guys. So I did have a dude at the time who lived in a borough, coincidentally, because this is not even a borough that I'd be magged and tacking or ever magged and tacked in. But I did have a friend who, you know what I'm saying? So after all of this happens, he was like, well, we gotta make some kind of big something because we gotta make a scene for a reason of why I didn't pay, because they be giving it up crazy in here. So I'm like, it's real like that. So now I'm fake getting scared, because in a low part of me, I'm like, should I call my mom's? Because if I call my mom's, this whole place gonna get aired out. Two, Brittany, you wasn't supposed to be here. So you call your mom's, you getting aired out, and they getting aired out. So what you gonna do? So I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to figure it out, because the way he making it talk, I'm shook now. Like, first of all, I never seen this side of her. And the way he made it seem like it's not like it's her, it's the girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Look at my little, all right, whatever. So I'm like, I'm scared, but I gotta think on my feet. So I wound up texting. So he leaves. We make this big fake commotion of him storming out, and when he leaves, they come out like, "What's going on?" Whatever. So before he leaves, I wound up texting my friend like, "Listen, I'm at this address. Come get me now. 911." Thank God for phones. Thank God for texts. Thank God that he was even the type to be like, "Let me come see." I didn't know if he was really gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because mind you, I told a story time about him. I'm gonna try to link them too. This is the story time that I told y'all where I didn't tell my, I didn't tell my mom where I was going. And then my foster sister wound up getting drunk, crazy drunk, and locked out the house. And we had to rush from the Bronx all the way to Queens on some craziness. And he was getting on me like, this is why you shouldn't be doing nothing with your parent not knowing. Mind you, he's older, thank goodness. And thank goodness he was not even a type. So he was very mature, responsible, matured, and all of that. So I text him, come get me right now. I'm in like this crazy situation. I need you to just come get me and we'll figure out the rest. Just come get me right now. So he come, I'm like, let me know when you're outside. And when you're outside, I'm out. If I don't come out or answer whatever, come up to floor, building, come get me. So he winds up speed past all of that. The dude wound up leaving. He gives me the and when he gave me his number because he knew she got crazy. So if it did, he's around the way, so he can always come back and just whatever. But basically told me to get my and get the out of there. So he leaves, boom, homie now, who's on his way, he calls and says he's downstairs. So when he leaves, and because we made this big distraction of him leaving, storming out, because of we had to give a reason of why he didn't pay for whatever services they thought I was going to be displaying. And so they come out and they're like, what happened? What happened? So I explained to him, whatever. And I'm like, this is what I was supposed to get paid for, like, just to confirm with her. And she was just like, you know, you said you wanted to, you know, get paid, whatever. So I'm like, but I was thinking to watch the kid. Now, mind you, because of the shookness he had in my heart and soul, I was not trying to get or make nobody angry. I was like, listen, well, I have another friend who's gonna come up, tell her this whole big thing. I have another friend. So at first the girlfriend was not buying it. Like, I could see in her eyes that she was about to get crazy. And I'm like, no, you know, I have a friend who's gonna come, whatever. He likes stuff like this, like he's gonna come, whatever, but I just gotta show him because he don't know this neighborhood. I give this whole thing. So now when it's time to leave, they was not trying to let me go. They wasn't trying to let me go. Held me cap, tried to hold me cap. Mind you, I never even opened up about this story time, y'all. When I tell you this is down in a trauma center in the back of my head, it took a lot for me to even remember everything this night. They wasn't trying to let me go, right? I had to do acting one-on-one. I had to improvise because I felt like if I got crazy, I wasn't gonna match the type of crazy that he done told me, and I wasn't even trying to see that. If I got like, I just had to think on my feet. And, you know, you don't match crazy with crazy unless it's like there's people around to help you. There was nobody but the baby, I'm just saying. And then the way the buildings were, the building things were so kind of far apart. Like, it just was a lot. And I was just trying to think, I don't know this neighborhood. I was not trying to get chopped up for real. And we in the Bronx, we already know what's up. I'm just like, I shouldn't have been here. My mom's gonna kill me if they kill me here. I don't know to the extent, but the way he put it, he done seen some shit in this apartment, around this apartment, and know about the girlfriend. I'm not trying to be in nobody Bronx building chopped up somewhere. I'm just not. I just wasn't. I was just young and I was definitely dumb. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I wound up making this whatever story up. He's gonna come out, let me go get him. And at first they wasn't trying to let me take my stuff. They were just trying to tell me to go down by myself. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna need my stuff. It's cold outside, like I'm gonna need my stuff. So I hurry up, grab whatever, which wasn't cute, like a cute little bag, whatever bag. And I didn't look back. We got in a car, I slammed the door. Go. So we drive, we like 15 minutes into the ride, and I'm just thinking, flushing, embarrassed. Because what if the homie who wasn't my people's came and really tried to violate me, tried to hold me down, what if? And then your parent don't even know where you at, Lord. Like, I'm telling y'all ladies, well, this is a long time ago, but it's still, watch the company that you keep. Anyway, so I get in the car and I just bust out crying. I am. You would have thought something happened to me. You would have thought somebody did something to me, touched me, or you would have just thought it. I was crying. I couldn't believe it. And he was just like, just take me home. Thank God for that man. I don't even know where he's at in the world, but he was definitely my angel, my savior that night. Because when I tell you, it could have got real. But that's it. Me just thinking about it definitely put me back down trauma central. So we just gonna leave this alone, because that night was real. It was just too real. But thank you for tuning in to my story time, y'all. Chit Chat with Britt Brad. Hi guys, this is Chit Chat with Britt Brad, over and out. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for everybody who's continued to rock with your girl, and just, I love you.